I think I can speak for all of us when I say to you that Nikki Haley is a cretin. I think I can take it upon myself to speak on behalf of all of us who say you are a dimwit. And when a politician doesn't know when to lie, which should be so natural to and for them, I have no time for them. Okay? Nikki Haley is a cretin. Cretin. How would you ask the question? What do you think the what do you think the Civil War was about precisely? What would you do if you were running for president and you're from South Carolina and you know people are going to be listening to you? What would you say? Tell me. What do you think? What would you say? What would you say? Well, it's about fighting for the rights. Did you hear this? Did you hear what she said? Uh, to maintain or to guarantee your rights. Your what? She didn't even get that right. What are you talking about? You're supposed to say slavery. You idiot. Slavery. It's about slavery. Don't say states' rights. Don't talk about freedom, the freedom of the. No. By the way, just in, Trump was removed from Maine. I just saw a flash. Did you see this? That he was kept off the Maine Supreme Court's going to take care of this. Off of the Maine ballot because, of course, he's responsible for some kind of insurrection or whatever. I mean, can you believe this crap? Can you, honest to God? What country am I living in? What is going on? Did you see this latest thing? I'll give you the latest. I just saw it just come across. Oh God. Look at this one, Drudge. How Dave Chappelle fights the culture war from stage. How much did they pay him? How much did he rather pay for them to do this? Do you think he what? What? The culture war. Okay, hang on. Trump, Maine. Let's see what the latest news is. Breaking. Secretary of State disqualifies Trump from Maine's Republican primary ballot. How did they do this to this man? How do they do it? Aren't you getting tired of it? I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting real tired of it. Aren't you getting tired of it? I'm getting real tired of it. Now, by the way, a couple of points, my friends, before we forget. Number one, please, before we get into this, I want you to know that I want you, first of all, to like this video. And I haven't said this in a while. Well, I actually say it all the time because we have to say it because it's so critical to everything in the world. But we really would appreciate you doing everything in your power, please, to subscribe, please, to subscribe to this. Very, very critical. Very, very, very critical. You know how this thing works. And we would appreciate if you would also note that on February the 3rd, this is big news. February the 3rd, I'm going to be coming back to the cutting room. Ladies and gentlemen, February the 3rd. Do you hear me? I want to see you. I want to see you. February the 3rd, there is the information. Ibrahim says, I do not live in USA and still not using it as an excuse. What excuse do Americans have for not caring? The most brilliant thing in the world, my friends. I don't know. Ibrahim, I do not know. That's a great question. What is their excuse? I do not know. I honestly God, I do not know. And I do not know, and I don't know how they plan on, I guess, how they plan on telling everybody else how they didn't do anything. Does that make sense to you? How do they do that? That's a great question. Now, first and foremost, let me tell you something. Ibrahim, my good friend, I thank you very much for this. Let me just say a couple of things to you. First and foremost, number one, I care, but I care to a point. That's number one. Number two, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna do the best I can. You're gonna do the best we can. I do everything in my power every day to point out the obvious, to point out the horror, to point out what needs to be done. This is what I need to point out to you. I don't want you to lose your mind. I don't want you to lose your focus. I don't want you to lose your frame of reference. I want you to take it easy. I want you to relax. But I'm only going to care so much as I can. And I'm only going to care so much as other people join me in this. Now, you might want to need a little refresher. Jack Smith is, I think he's kind of lost his way. He was that real tough prosecutor that nobody particularly cares about anymore. Nobody cares about this anymore. Number two, Donald Trump has to be the Republican nominee. Number three, they're trying to keep Nikki Haley, or they're trying to make Nikki Haley the choice because she's a cretin. She's an absolute cretin. And she's so stupid, she doesn't even know when to lie. When a prosecutor is still not smart enough to lie, I don't know what to tell you. This is what we have. There is no Republican Party. That's it. Period. That's it. You have no idea the stuff that's going to happen. There's no who but Trump. Who? Uh-oh, Liz is losing her mind. Uh-oh, not good. Not good, Liz. Not good. Who is but Trump? Who? What's going to happen? Nothing. There's nobody else going to do this. DeSantis? I'm hearing some weird stuff about DeSantis. Oh my God. I mean, this can't be. But let me just say, if it's halfway true, good luck. Good luck. This is even remotely as true as I believe this. I don't know. So I'm repeating what I said today. I feel like I'm just saying don't you feel like this kind of sort of stuck? Don't you feel stuck? I'll tell you what I'm gonna be doing later on tonight. I'm feeling like I'm gonna get into Mrs. Elder and I are gonna watch some Acorn TV, that Anglophile TV. There's so much great stuff out there. So much really, really good stuff. Oh, I gotta tell you this much. When everything started this year, sort of, I thought, boy, that Bobby Kennedy. That Bobby Kennedy. You know what? Bobby Kennedy. I think he's gonna do something. Bobby Kennedy. Remember when Bobby Kennedy seemed to be the guy who Bobby Kennedy, remember that? He is such a suck up and a fraud. He is just, oh my. I don't understand how anybody is looking at what's happening in Gaza and saying, well, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. You wanted Hamas? Hey, you got Hamas. That's it. Sorry. 20,000 killed. I don't care. They're doing everything in their power to surgically strike. Bobby, what are you doing? What are you talking about? What, do they have pictures of you? What are you? You're a sellout. You wouldn't allow your own country to do this. You're not an anti-Semite if you say, hey, hold it. Take it easy. What's the matter with you? This thing has run its course. Do you are you listening to? I mean, do you know what's happening in Gaza? And there's Bobby Kennedy, and he's like, "Mom, what are you gonna do about it?" Oh, forget it. Forget it. I have these litmus tests. I have these not litmus tests. That's the wrong word. I have these idiots who all of a sudden were 100%. Remember when they were behind for reasons I will never know? The people who were behind, all of a sudden, they were into this crazy, oh, I don't know what the word is. They were behind this, I don't know what the word is. They remember when everybody was 100% behind Ukraine. Remember that one? Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Do you remember when everybody said, "Oh, this is absolutely Ukraine," and they were, and you said, "Where is Ukraine?" I don't know. What are you talking about? Everybody on Fox and the left were 100% in bed with the military industrial. I couldn't believe what I was saying. I couldn't believe what I was saying. And Bobby Kennedy, to his benefit, to his credit, if you will, to his, I guess, credit of sorts, he at least pretended to say the right thing and say, "This is the most ridiculous thing in the world." And I said, "I like this. I like this guy. Good for him." And then what we're doing is I'm seeing what's happening regarding Gaza, and I'm thinking, "Oh my God, Bobby, say something." Oh, I can't say anything. I can't believe him. It's like, wait a minute. Nobody's don't turn your back on Israel. Don't no 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 no. But this military operation, just like you said, just like you had, just like you thought about Ukraine, say it for this. This can't go on. 22,000 people. Enough of this. This is ridiculous. This is nuts. What are you doing? Oh no no. Remember when Bobby Kennedy had this, he suggested, which makes complete and total sense, he suggested that one day they're going to be able to take vaccines or not vaccines, but biowarfare, and they're going to be able to go after and target certain people. Remember that? Because of ethnicities, because of whatever. Do you remember this? And it could be Ashkenazi Jews, it could be this. And they said, "You're an anti Semite." He goes, "Anti Semite." And he was speaking exactly the truth. And he folded. He folded. And he got a hold of Shmuley Boteach, and they went on this tour. And we saw it down the street. And he basically went on the I Love Israel tour. And I kept thinking to myself, what are you doing? What in the name of God are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you acting like this? I don't understand it. This is no big deal. Move on. Just say anybody who thinks I'm an anti-Semite based upon this is ridiculous, and also have the guts to say there is something to be said about using perhaps biomedical warfare to target certain people. Okay, stop right there. Stop for a second here, friends. Stop. Okay, now listen to me very carefully. I want you to listen right now to our good friends. They work so hard. They've done such an admirable job. It's a good friends at MyPillow. MyPillow.com. Promo code Lionel. And it goes something like this. Let me tell you about my great friends at MyPillow.com. MyPillow.com. And by the way, use promo code Lionel. Use promo code Lionel and receive a free gift. No purchase necessary. And yes, I realize that gifts are free. It's a tautology. Get over it. Sue me. So what are we talking about? How about Giza Dream bed sheets, My Pillow 2.0, sheets, slippers, percales, towels, quilts, bedspreads, mattresses, mattress covers, mattress toppers, linens, kitchen towels, bathrobes, name it. Items to luxuriate and relax. And don't forget, Christmas is just around the corner. And yes, it makes a great stocking stuffer, and it's fine for dad or grad. Made by the greatest company from the greatest people in the greatest country. Or call 800-645-4965 if you're OG and see how quickly Mike Lindell answers the phone. 800-645-4965. But don't forget, only use promo code Lionel. That's mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. Mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. 14th Amendment. Okay. 14th Amendment. There we go. Article 3. Come on. There we go. Oh, hang on, that's not it. There we go. The best one is Article 5. The Congress shall have power to enforce by appropriate legislation the provisions of this article. Let's start off with that one. Congress. If you read Section 3, it doesn't deal with the president. Section 4 specifically deals with the debts and obligations regarding emancipation of slaves, and Section 5, Congress. I don't want to go through this, but if everybody asks you, just say Section 5, Congress. Maine can't do this. Maine cannot do this. This is ridiculous. They're doing it because they want to. It's a democratic state, and the more you can hate Trump, the better. All this is doing is benefiting him like you can't believe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that simple. It's that simple. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired. Seriously speaking, I want you to give me a name. If not for Trump, name one Republican that you could vote for. Who is it? Name one. One. Anybody? Can you think of anybody out there? I can't. Can you? Seriously, anybody? Rand Paul? Maybe. Yeah, it's good. Ross Perot? I think Ross is a bit of a problem. DeSantis? No. Liz? No. Vivek? Nope. Full o' shite. John Kennedy? No. And don't tell me Tucker. Greg Abbott? Nope. No. Rick Scott? Oh, no. Cicero? Yes. Kikero. Marcus Tullius Cicero, the man who said, no sane man will dance. Remember the catalytic orations? Quousque tandem abutere Catalina patientia nostra. Nobody. Susan, please. There's nobody. Ben Carson. Oh, no. How about Ben Carson and Norman Finkelstein in a debate? Could you please tell me why the amount of loss in Gaza is in any way commensurate with the notion of this? Dr. Carson? Well, I'm not sure. I used to be a brain surgeon. Yes, we know that. And I think that the Constitution... Excuse me, we're talking about... No, who? They don't exist. We need somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. I swear to God, if you told me right now, if you said to me, you ready for this? Alex Jones, will he drive these people? Alex Jones. Owen Schroyer, I'll put him there. John Mearsheimer. Oh, God, sign me up. Yes. Well, that's foreign policy, but I think John Mearsheimer voted for Bernie. It's like he's kind of a lefty, but boy, when it comes to who? Judge Knapp, I like. Who? Who is it? I don't know. There's nobody. I don't know what this, I don't know if they even exist. I've never heard of it. I don't know. We are so screwed. I couldn't tell you right now. If I had to pick somebody, I want somebody who's able to handle foreign policy. Imagine Vic Ramaswamy, he would melt in front of, imagine him sitting across from Putin. God, I'd love to vote and to run rather, and then when I win, I demand a recount. That's the old Jimmy Breslin line. I would love more than anything else. Ibrahim, by the way, says it's crazy to see this moment of time as the era where some humans are lifted to the godlike, like an apotheosis, and new religions are formed. I think you're right. Like an apotheosis, like a divination and divinization. Absolutely, absolutely. You have no idea how I would love to sit down and break all kinds of rules. Let's say enough of this stuff. President Jinping, Xi Jinping. Yes, I want to talk to you. I'm the new president. Lionel's the name. I'd like to talk to you. No, 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 not, no, no. I want to talk to you. When can we talk? I'll come see you. You want me to do that? I'll come see you. A couple hours. That's it. Bottom line, you and me. You and me. What's your worry? Tell me what your worry is. I'll tell you what my concerns are. You tell me what your concerns are. What are you worried about? Taiwan? I don't blame you. I understand how that works. I got it. I understand. You got to work with me on a few things here, too. First, I'm going to talk to you about you're ripping off our stuff. And we're ripping your stuff off as well. I know you're not the only one who's doing this, but I want to talk to you about that. You see where TikTok wants to ask people on TikTok to provide their iPhone password? Is that beautiful or what? Can you believe this? Can you believe this? And people are actually doing it. I would love to be able to stand before the people of the United States as your president. I would be on TV all the time. I would love a State of the Union address where I'd say, see this guy behind me here? This is a vice president, president of the Senate. See this one over here? Speaker of the House. Third in line, second in line. Tie votes in the Senate. Okay. See these two people? Most miserable sacks of shit you've ever seen in your life. Absolutely worthless. Like tits on a boar. Absolutely a waste of time. Waste of time. This is the most corrupt organization. You look out. By the way, can we get a shot of this State of the Union? All these people bought and sold. Every single one of them is, how do I leave? How do I bring stuff to my constituency in my district? How do I make as much money? And how do I not get caught? That's all they want to do. They're the most miserable people. They come in with nothing and they end with millionaires. And you tell me how that happens. Corruption is the name of the game here. Corruption is the name of the game. We are bound by this thing here, the Constitution of the United States. I don't even know what the hell we're talking about. I have no earthly idea. We had a President Donald John Trump, who basically was hounded out of office till it basically proved too much for him. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And the first thing I did was I said, I'm going to make a deal with you. When I run, here's the deal. Number one, I don't want a penny. I don't want a penny of your money. I want your vote. You got it? Sparky, by the way, says TikTok was recently captured by the CIA et al. Well, you believe that, Sparky? You believe that? TikTok is China. You have any problem? You remember when we had the president of or the head of TikTok? Nothing happened. You think it's TikTok's fault? If somebody's stupid enough to give their information to TikTok, whose fault is that? Whose? You think it's their fault? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. But we live in a world right now that is so beyond corrupt, I don't even know where to start. And by the way, let's talk about you. You English, excuse me, you're Middle East experts. Okay. I know you love to talk about this. Tell me what you want me to do. What do you want to do? How would you handle this? How would you handle this right now? I saw a great piece. Norman Finkelstein was good. The man's a repository, but there's one question. He never answers it. What do you do? Okay, I understand this. Thank you for the history of these votes. What do you do about this? What are you going to do about this? Anybody? What are you going to do? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Hemorrhoid hitman. No. What are you going to do about this? Tell me. I know you're not going to know. What are you going to do? There are more people. What was it somebody said? There are more people who are killed in Gaza right now than in Afghanistan or something. It's the most ridiculous. It's like these numbers are just ridiculous. What do you want to do about this? What is this about? What is this? What is this? This is nuts. This is crazy. Folks, Hamas is not in there. They're saying, well, we're going to get rid of God. No, there's no Hamas in there. Hamas is in Qatar. It's a way of thinking. It's not over there. This looks like the rest of the world, whether you want to call it apartheid or not, it's up to you. It looks like you're just basically trying to push everybody out. Throw them into the Sinai, throw them into Egypt, throw them into Jordan. Just get them out of here. Make it unlivable. Destroy it, bomb it, crater it, level it, all in the name of going after. And then tell these people, bye, get out. Because people are saying that's what you're doing anyway in the first place, BB. They're saying that's what you're doing. That's what they're saying. They're saying this has nothing to do with Hamas. What are you talking about? By the way, where's Sinwar? Yahya or Yahya, whatever his name is. This guy. See, so nobody talks about this. I'm still waiting. I watched today, and I like my Crystal. I like my Joy, Brianna. And what are you going to do about this? Nothing. Quit talking about the history. Shut the fuck up about the history. I know it. What do you want to do about this? Will somebody please tell me, what are you going to do about it? There's all these statements about, well, Hamas is not there. What are you talking about? What are you going to do? Hey, UN. Hey, have you seen these votes? U.S., we vote with Israel, Micronesia, countries or islands I've never even heard of. So do me a favor. Do me a favor. And by the way, if you vote for Trump, more of the same. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. This is the weirdest thing. I don't get this. Look, I understand what's going on, but this thing is beyond. All we're doing is we're just arguing about history and past votes. Enough with this. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tell me. Nobody knows. That's the first thing. Enough. Stop this. We are not going to give you $1 more unless you stop this. Stop it. We'll help you get Hamas. We'll talk to Qatar. We'll do all this stuff. These people, stop it. You can't do this to women and children and innocent people under the pretext of going after Hamas. Now listen, we're not turning our back on you. You're always going to be our friend. Enough. Sparky says, old man TikTok's from Singapore. To keep operating in the U.S., he had to go along with the establishment, like the rest of social media. It's true and has been reported. Sure. And by the way, Sparky, they're sharing all this great stuff about all the crap they find with us. It's like the old days. It's like when the old Pfizer stuff. We provide information to them. They provide information to us. Isn't that great? They provide information to us. We provide it to them. You see how that works? It's true. It works like that every single time. I know that. You see, Sparky, this information is the greatest stuff anybody ever. If Eric Blair knew about this, If Eric Blair knew anything about this, he would go crazy. He would absolutely go nuts if he knew just how incredibly potent and wonderful having these devices really are. It's that simple. Yemen's Houthis are getting involved. Silver Fox. Oh, I'm with you, of course. Throw in that with all these other militias and Hezbollah and Iran. And who was it from Anwar Hamas? There's a name for it. Anwar. There's a name for this. So my friends, get ready. Get ready. Sherry, I'm with you. No more wars, no more death. Enough with this. All you Christians, get off your ass and talk about how you love God and Jesus and stop this. Stop this now. I can't be any clearer than this, my friends. I cannot be any clearer than this. Okay, now listen, do me a favor. We've got a we got some great videos coming up. Mrs. L is doing some wonderful stuff, and I want you to do me a favor as you did last time. I want you, please, dear friends, please, I ask you, because you're good people, make sure you go and you sign up for her website, for her YouTube channel. That's what we're going to do. It's been It's been tough, my friends, but we're going to get through it, and somehow it's going to be done. So Sparky, thank you, my friends. Ibrahim, thank you. Thank you so much. Silver Fox, thank you as well. A great and noble lot you are. Thank you so much for your excellence and your beauteousness. We thank you for this. Anyway, my friends, we'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Have a great and a glorious and a grand night. Watch some wonderful TV. Oh, Sparky says, didn't help that the U.S. vetoed the UN resolution for a ceasefire. Now they're abstaining from the vote. Oh, yeah, they're not. Oh, no. Oh, listen, Sparky, say no more. Say no more. And when I'm siding with the UN, that's bad. All right, Sparko. Thank you, my friends. You have a great night, a great evening. Thanks for everything. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m. But don't forget, my friend, until then, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Dead.